But I got this one client. See, we ship. I mean, during Corona is a popular time when people start leaving the country. So shifting. So a lot of people would call me. I want to shift. I'm leaving the country, or my family is leaving the country, or I'm sending my wife and kids back to Jordan, Syria. You know, most of the Arab expats. I want to shift back. I want to send my car back. I want to, stuff like that. So I do take some of these jobs because Corona time, anyways, business was down for everybody. So whatever I could get, I'll do it.
Yeah.
You know, it keeps paying the bills. So it works.
Of course.
I get a guy who calls me up. He's like, listen, I need to send this car to Jordan. How much is it going to cost? I tell him this much. He's like, great, go ahead, ship it, pack it, load it, ship the car, send it to Jordan. Very happy with the service. Guy pays on time. Great. A week later, I get a call from another gentleman. Let's call him, I don't know, Mr. X.
Give him is he Arab?
He's Arab. They're all Arab.
Ali.
Give him, give him Abdullah.
Okay.
Give him a name.
Let's say Abdullah. Okay.
Yes, he took my name.
Okay, let's go with Abdullah. Okay. And he's like, مرحبا مين معي Elisar? I was like, yes, Elisar. I was like, معك Abdullah. I was like, أهلا وسهلا عبد الله. قال لي أنت شحنت سيارة صاحبي قبل أسبوعين. قلت له أي سيارة؟ قال لي لاند كروزر كذا كذا. I was like, yes. I was like, he told me يعني إنه the good service وكذا. وأنا بدي أشحن معك.
Okay, حلو.
I was like, okay, so it's a guaranteed referred business. Everything is for it.
Best type of business.
Yes, exactly. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. فقلت له خلاص, just please send me the papers. قال لي, what papers do you need to ship the car? I told him, the standard stuff. You need to go to the traffic department, deregister the car, get what we call export certificate that you're going to export.
Okay.
So anybody who's shipping their car out of the country needs to go to the traffic department and export their car. Let's say if they have, because if your car is on a bank loan, you have to settle the loan. If there's any traffic fines, you have to settle those first. They won't let you just take out the car.
Yeah, true. Makes sense.
So you go there, create an export certificate. And what's nice about the export certificate, you actually add the name of the shipping company that you're going to ship with. So you say, I want to ship, this export certificate has the details such as the owner, Abdullah XYZ, owner of car, model number, chassis number, is shipping his car to country Jordan, let's say in this case, and shipping with the name of the company. So I told him, when you go do it, please mention the name of the company. Okay, because if anybody asks us later, I need an authorization letter for you to ship it, I'll tell them it's already authorized from the traffic department.
Okay,
But I was
so
like, okay.
guarantees your business there.
Yeah, of course. لأنه خلاص يعني he wants to ship with me, so it's fine. And I tell him I need the copy of the, driver's license, mulkiya copy, and all those documents. And I need, just for my, safety, I need another authorization letter, okay, from the vehicle owner that I authorize this company to ship on my behalf. This is just for my records, requirement for my company. فقال لي, okay, خلاص, I'll send it to you. Then I find out that he sends me copies of the documents, and I found out that the car is not his. It's not his car. But I guess it's his niece's.
Okay.
His niece's car, something like that. But I was like, fine. I was like, listen, but I need the authorization letter signed by her. I was like, so why is your niece? It's like, my niece is in Jordan, and she's gonna study in Jordan. She's like 18, 19 years old.
Okay.
And we're gonna send this car to her, so she's gonna use it while she's there in Jordan to drive around. I was like, wow, lucky girl.
What kind of
You
car
want
was
to take
it?
a guess? Yes, exactly. An 18, 19-year-old girl starting, university, that her family's sending her a car to use there. A Maybach Mercedes.
Maybach.
Yeah, so we're talking, I don't know how, I know that they're
Top
at least
dollar bill.
Yeah, very, very expensive. Okay.
So this family is rolling in it.
Anyways, I don't care. For me, it's whether it's a Toyota or a Mercedes, the shipping cost is the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make a
Oh,
difference.
really? It's the same?
Yeah, exactly. Unless he wants very special treatment where VIP pick off and VIP drop off. That's different, but the shipping is the same.
So this is like a gift for her, like for university?
I guess I don't want to get involved in their family matters. So anyways, he gets me all the documents. I tell him, please deliver the car. to my office. All right. So he said, I'll send you the driver to drop off the car. So you can tell this family, he doesn't have time to drop it off himself.
They're well off.
Yeah.
So the driver drops off the car. We receive the car. We receive all the original documents, ready to ship it. And he was late, actually. He was supposed to hand it over on a certain date, but he was 2 days late. And I told him, listen, if you don't hand it over today, we're going to miss, the scheduled sailing of the vessel. Because there's a deadline, a cutoff time where you have to load and return the container to the port.
Yeah.
So he delivered it on the same day that was the cutoff. So we had to rush really everything and load the car and everything. We loaded the car. I even just wanted, just as part of our customer service, took photos of the loading, the car being loaded, secured. Because, once you put a car inside the container, you need to actually tie down the wheels and make sure so it doesn't wobble
move around.
or move around. So it doesn't, because the car is just almost the size of a container. Even the guys getting in and out, they climb through in the windows and out when they park the car inside.
And it's a big car, this car.
Yeah. It's not your Kia or your small Toyota. This is a Mercedes. It's pretty big size. A saloon.
So like in a standard situation, this car would go into the container.
Yeah.
And then on the container would go on a truck or go on a
Yeah,
ship?
exactly. We bring the empty container from the port on a truck. We park it on a ramp where the car drives on the ramp and drives in reverse into the container. All right. Then the driver gets out. We secure the wheels with the special wood that we secure on the and belts, so it doesn't move inside the car. So I took photos of that just to to impress him that we've done their job, and we sent him photos, and he was very pleased on WhatsApp. Thumbs up. Okay.
Thumbs up emoji.
Thumbs up emoji that he's happy with it. All right. And that's it for me. Job is done. So I close the container to return the container back to the port.
So it's going by a ship.
By ship. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So it goes back to the port, and within 48 hours, the vessel is supposed to leave.
Okay.
All right.
And for you, your job is done when it's on the ship and the ship sails, right?
Exactly. And it arrives at the destination port.
And when it arrives.
Arrives at the destination port. Exactly. So once it arrives at the destination port, they want to take over whatever formalities to clear it and do customs in the destination country.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right. It is getting cold.
Yeah, we can put it down now.
Yeah, it is getting cold now, actually. Even my hands, I was like, oh man, it is cold.
Jamil's metabolism.
Oh, man, you put it at 21.
No, it was at 23. All I did is just put it down to 20.
By 2. That's a lot.
I've never been that temperature in this room before. Okay.
Alright. I'm in this.
So, this guy, what the hell did we call him? Abdullah. I don't want to end up saying the real name. Abdullah. Anyways, so we're happy. You know what? Typical day at the office. Job well done. Customers happy.
High fives all around.
High fives. My team did their job. Everything's great.
Woo!
Next day, he calls me. He's like, مرحبا إليسار. شو صار بالسيارة? I was like, this guy is eager. I was like, what? We just loaded it yesterday. You're already asking. He's already asking, شو صار بالسيارة? I was like, well, it hasn't arrived yet.
Yeah.
And because it's going to Jordan, and an average time by sea takes 2 weeks to reach there.
Whoa.
Okay. So this guy's calling the next day. I was like, شو صار بالسيارة? I was like, السيارة خلصنا أمورها وبالمينا يعني. It's in the port right now. Within 1 or 2 days, because we deliver the container with the car in it. Yeah. They have the cranes that pick up the container and drop it off at what is called the container terminal, where you see all the thousands of containers. We're pretty cool. In Jabal Ali here, it's very, very automatic and computerized. Every container has a number, and the AI does everything.
That's crazy.
So it knows where each needs to go on this vessel, does everything. But we need to just deliver the container several days before.
I remember seeing that stuff in Halifax because it's also a port.
Yeah. But don't forget, the one we have in Jabal Ali here is, to me, honestly, I've visited lots of ports around the world. It's one of the most sophisticated ports. And also, it's I think it's the third largest port by number of containers handled. It's huge.
Whoa.
Jabal Ali is amazing. Even if you're not into shipping, if you just go there and look, it's massive. It's massive. Just structures. It's just unbelievable. Everything is automated, picked up, dropped off.
Wow.
It's like Lego when you see all these small containers and there's like thousands of them and there's a machine picking up, dropping off, picking up, dropping off. It's amazing. Just looking at it. It's just, it's one of those satisfying videos you see on Instagram. If you go through my Instagram, you can see a lot of shipping containers. Or like vessels parking. Or like trucks.
What gets us our high?
Whatever.
Like, oh yeah.
Because they pick up these social media things pick up on your interest, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
And it directs it. So
For sure.
I need to get me a new Instagram account because mine is just so work related.
Too many containers.
Yes, exactly. So anyways, he's like, so شو صارت وين صارت السيارة? I was like, بالمينا يعني خلص الحمد لله أمورها تمام. It should be leaving within a couple of days. I was like, خلص اسمع بطلنا بدنا نشحن السيارة. Bring it back.
Oh my god.
I was like, what? He was like, خلص ما بدنا نشحن السيارة رجعها.
Why?
I was like, why? And he was like, my niece, I guess she did not get accepted in the university there, but she got an acceptance in the university here.
Ooh.
So she wants the car back. فخلص, just tell them to bring it back. I was like, what do you mean just tell them to bring it back? I was like, it's a long procedure to bring it back and it's very costly. He was like, يعني قديش 200 300 dirham. I was like, what are you talking about 200 300 dirham? I need to send the truck back. I need to call the port, tell them to cancel it. They need to load it, offload it. I need to pay the fine for cancellation. I need to bring the car back, park the container, ground it, offload the car. It's very costly. He's like, يعني قديش بتكلف? I was like, I don't know. I honestly haven't done any cancellations like this. Very unusual for me to cancel.
How much is the actual shipping cost?
It's about 5,000 to 6,000 dirhams.
To ship it all the way to Jordan?
All the way to Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, about the
So
same.
he's thinking cancellation should be 300? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, that's what I said. 200, 300 dirhams. I was like, it's not a cinema ticket. You just cancel. Because he's like, يعني شو يعني أنا لما بحجز طيارة مع الإماريتس ايرلاينز وI cancel بدفعوني بس 200 dirham. This is his logic. Honestly, this is the example he used. He's like, أنا لما بحجز تيكت وبكنسل بدفع penalty 150 200 dirham. I was like, yes, بس انت ما بتكون اوريدي طلعت بالطياره وشنطك بالطياره وصرت واصل الاردن
ولا حتى نشيلك لازم نحمل شيء وزنه 100 كيلو.
بالضبط. He's like, exactly. I was like, there's a lot of work already involved in this.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I need to know how much it's gonna cost. I was like, I really don't know. I was like, listen, whatever it costs me, I'm gonna bring in what we call official receipts, whatever government fees we paid for cancellations. I'll bring those. All right, I'll just, you pay whatever I paid. Plus, I don't know, I'll take 500 dirhams as service fees. Okay. All right, so I'm being generous. He's like, no, I need to know how much it is. I was like, buddy, listen, if I pay 100 dirhams, I'll charge you 100 dirhams. If I pay 10,000, you're going to pay 10,000. All right, this is how it's going to work. He's like, yes, but I need to know. So I was like, listen, you know what? At that moment, I was like, this guy is annoying as hell. He just wants a number. So I told him, let me call you back. So I hang up the phone and I'm trying to think, what are the possibilities of what I could pay? So I made a rough estimate and I call him back. I was like, listen, it's going to cost you between 3,000 to 4,000 dirhams just to cancel and bring the car back and hand it over to you. وإيش شو 4,000 درهم ما قلت له بدك السيارة ولا ما بدك السيارة? Okay, this is it. This is what you want it or not? He's like, yeah, خلاص بدي السيارة. قلت له طيب خلاص okay. أنا لما I'll bring the car back. I'll bring all the receipts so you can pay. قال لي طيب خلاص okay. This was I think a Tuesday. All right. So we managed to get the car back on a Thursday. All right. So he calls me on a Thursday morning. He's like, شو صار بالسيارة? قلت له cancellation is under process. I'll let you know what happens. And he has that typical Jordanian accent. بالشباب كيفك زبطنا من جماعتنا, which I hate, by the way. Okay, because these guys, you want to suck your blood dry and they don't want to pay anything. I hate it when they do that. I'm very, very formal in my business. Right? You're my friend. We'll go have a drink together. We'll laugh the night and we'll get drunk together. But when it's business, the same guy, we just do business. Yeah. I don't like to mix together.
Of course.
That's why I really don't like doing business with friends. Because they, especially Arabs, They mix.
They blur.
Yeah.
Blur the lines. for
Exactly.
sure.
Exactly.
Right.
You don't know. Am I talking to you as a customer or as a friend? What's going on? And especially that this guy, I have no idea who he is. I just spoke to him by phone. That's all I know. So he's like, I would like to come to your office to see you. I was like, أهلا وسهلا المكتب مكتبك, you know, typical Arab mentality that I have to use. But he comes to the office and I tell him, he's like, قديش طلع المصاريف? How much am I supposed to pay? I didn't tell him that I received the car, even though the car has already arrived in my warehouse.
Was he like young or old? What was he like?
To be honest, I would say he was about maybe my age or a couple of years older, but you can tell he's very worn out. Yani, I think he was my age, but looking at him, you would think he's 10 years older.
Okay.
He's very typical Jordanian. No offense to big guys, but he's a very big guy, bald, doesn't take care of himself. You know, it's like that, and which is surprising, you know, considering the value of the car that we're talking about and stuff like. You'd think, you know, somebody who's well off would probably take care of themselves more, but no, this guy wasn't like that at all. And he comes. I show him all the papers, which come up to around 3,500, which is exactly what I estimated.
Your estimate was
my
correct.
estimate.
Okay.
And anyways, typical fucking idiots. Anyways, typical guy. He's like, oh, هاي شو بدريني انه هاي ملمينا انا.
Oh my god.
So he started, you know, questioning the validity of the documents. He's like, خلاص اسمع. انا حكيت مع واحد صاحبي قال لي اصلا 400 500 درهم اكثر من هيك ما في.
Oh boy.
And I was like, what are you talking about?
Who's your friend? Like, my friend decided.
Exactly. His friend, the port guy. Okay. And I was like, خلاص طيب هاي اوكي هاي 20 درهم بدفعها. هاي 50 درهم اوكي هاي بدفعها. شو هاي 1800؟ قلت له هاي the port charges, loading, unloading, cancellation. قال لي لا هاي خلاص انساها بدناش ندفعها هاي. لا اسمع لا انا لك وانت كمان تدفعهاش خلاص طنش لهم. What? What like what world do you live in? What are we like, the fish market?
Yeah, like picking apples. Like, nah, this one's bad. This one's
yeah,
good.
exactly like that.
20 dirhams. I like the sound of that.
And I'm trying to hold it together.
Put it away.
And he's like, no. And I can't. I started getting upset. I was like, buddy, what is it that you want? These are the fees. You want it, pay. You don't want it, no car. I tell him like that, like no car.
Yo, that's
all right. He was like, لا خلص انت شوف بتقدر تعمل discount واحكيني. I was like, what discount? These are the official receipts.
So you've already paid.
I've paid everything.
Yeah.
Everything in the papers.
But he doesn't know that you paid.
He doesn't know because I didn't tell him the car is here.
Yeah, exactly. That's
all right, because if the car is here, he's probably gonna fight for it more. He's like, بدي أشوف السيارة. أعطيني السيارة. وين المفاتيح السيارة? You know, just even though.
Try to take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Smart move.
Exactly. So, because I wanted to gauge his reaction. If he had willingly that day, he's like, oh, والله خلاص أنت صرت دافع هدول. Oh, okay, خلاص we have no choice since it's the port. Here's the money. Here's everything. خلاص, let me know when the car arrives. I'll tell him, you know, by the way, it just arrived.
Yeah.
I would have been, you know,
This
good
is
surprise.
a gentleman's
Exactly,
way of
but
doing
this guy is
things.
like شو بدريني انك دفعت هاي. It's like, how do I know that you paid this? وشو بدريني انت هاي من وين جايبها? I was like, it says Dubai Port Authority.
Yeah.
Okay, what like what do you want? It's a fake document. So anyways, this guy goes away. He calls me back Saturday. شو صار معك? I was like, ما صار شيء. The same papers that still exist and the same amounts you have to pay. He was like, no, أنا شوف, I don't remember the exact words of his conversation, but he was like, خلاص أنا بدي السيارة فحبعت لك, I'll send you somebody to pay you the money or just give him the car.
حلو.
فقلت له خلاص great. قلت له بس يعني if you don't mind, whoever is coming, send me an official email that you're authorizing this person to receive this car on your behalf.
You're playing it safe.
Yeah, because I don't know who this guy is. So, and he says, خلاص حابعت لك مع 1800 درهم واعطيه السيارة.
1800, that's not 3,500.
Yeah. I was like, buddy, the math doesn't add up. I was like, what about the rest of the money? He's like, خلاص بعدين. I was like, شو بعدين? Once I give you the car, وين البعدين? Where am I going to get my money?
Yeah, you have no leverage.
Yeah, I was like, I told him, لا عفوا, ما في سيارة, ما في دفع, ما في فلوس. قال لي كيف؟ يعني هاي what there's a word that he used. I never العنجهة.
What's that?
العنجهية. I guess.
What does that mean?
العنجهية means it's part of rude and being
Obnoxious?
and difficult. Rude and difficult. I think.
Okay, I can see that.
عنجهية.
Oh.
I guess so. فقلت له عفوا بس pay the money, take your car. قال لي قلت له طب اوكي رح تدفع لي 1800 what about the balance؟ متى رح تدفع لي اياهم؟ شو بضمني؟ How do I know you're gonna pay me later؟
Yeah.
He's like, you don't know who I am?
Oh boy.
انت
That
مش
line.
this is the typical Jordanian. انت مش عارف مع مين بتحكي. And I was like, I know who I am talking to. Someone who owes me 3,500. All right, okay. أنا بشتغل بمشاريع كذا. أنا بشتغل بمشاريع. أنا عندي showrooms. أنا عندي كذا. أنا بشتغل بنص مليار درهم. That's what he said. He said, أنا بشتغل بنص مليار درهم. And I was like, الله يخلي لك النص مليار درهم. أنا زلمة ما عندي مليارات زيك. أنا زلمة بس بدي 3,500.
Please take pity
I
on
was
me.
like, the billions of dollars that you have, you can keep. All I'm asking is for my 3,500. I'm not sharing, asking you for to share.
3,500 should be nothing for you.
Peanuts.
فقلت له قال لي يعني هيك يعني خلاص. قلت له خلاص ما في سيارة. ما في فلوس. إذا ما في فلوس ما في سيارة. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
قال لي انت ما بصير تحجز السياره. قلت له لا انا بقدر احجز السياره. قال لي بالقانون ما بسمح لك. قلت له no, by law I am allowed. قلت له I am holding cargo against payment. Everybody does it around the world. When you're selling cargo to somebody else, if he doesn't pay you, you don't release the cargo. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
This is actually a normal practice in our business. Don't release shipment before you get paid. You don't get paid, you hold the shipment. That's it. And after 3 months, حتى I think by law you can dissolve, what are they called, resolve, to go to court, and you can even sell it
Right.
to claim your money back.
Or you could be like,
Even let's say you know in Dubai ports a lot of shipments come to Dubai, and sometimes the buyers in Dubai decide they don't want the cargo anymore, or they disagree with the, let's say, the Chinese supplier. Let's say use China as an example. So they buy something from China. All right, they agree on 10,000 dirhams for the price of the cargo. It arrives here. Then maybe the Chinese guy asks, "Oh, we didn't agree on 10,000 dirhams. We said $10,000. Oh, no, you know what? It's not worth it. I don't want the cargo anymore." It's too expensive for the Chinese guy to ship it back to Dubai, back to China. And let's say the UAE importer or the guy here doesn't want to pay for it and clear it. So it stays in the port. So what happens after 3 months? Actually, the port takes over and sells it in an auction.
Wow.
Yeah, which is a good business. A lot of people actually go to these auctions and buy this stuff. I don't know if you've ever seen the show. It comes on, I think, Discovery, the Learning Channel, TLC. They have these storage lockers where people go auction them off. They've done episodes where they go to port and they sell off containers.
Okay.
So that actually happens in Dubai.
you must have been so excited when that episode came out.
I've been there. I know that happens. I was like, I know. That's a 20-foot container. That's a 20-foot container.
Look, son, we made it.
Amira, your wife must have been like, dear God.
So what happened? So he says this thing, and he says, he threatens me. He says like, أنا رح أخليك تسلمني السيارة غصب عنك وبدون ما أدفع ولا درهم وأنت رح تسلمني المفاتيح بإيدك.
Oh,
just to show you who you're messing with.
Shots fired.
Yo.
That's what he said over the phone. So I was like, do whatever you want. The car is in my warehouse. You want it? Come pay. You don't want it? You don't want to pay? No car.
How much is this car worth, just out of curiosity?
I just, because it's not brand new, it's several years old. On the Brazil, I estimated about 250 to 300,000 used, which is like, and it's like 5 years old. Brand new, this is a 600, 700,000 dirham car.
Okay.
I think.
Damn.
Anyway, so if you actually go to change oil for this car, it will cost you more than 3,500.
Got
So
it.
your monthly oil change is more than 3,500 dirhams.
What is this guy's problem?
Whatever. Anyways, I was like, fine, do whatever you want. I think 1 day or 2 days later, I get a call, a strange number. So this guy doesn't call anymore. For 2 days, he doesn't call. All right, I get a call from the police. Mr. Elisar. I was like, yes, very polite, guys, to be honest. ممكن تتفضل عنا على المركز. I was like, شو المشكلة? What's the issue? He was like, بس تفضل عنا إذا ممكن. Whenever, yeah, at your convenience. And they're very and it felt very weird, to be honest.
Hospitable.
Yeah, usually you get a call from police like, oh shit, the police is calling. Okay, but these guys were very nice. Assalamu alaikum, would you like to تفضل عنا لو سمحت عنا بالمركز at your convenience. حتى I told him, till what time are you in the office? He was like, I'm there till 2. So I was like, okay, خلاص, I'll try to be there too. He's like, please try to be there a little earlier. So very very polite guys. So I go. All right, this was around 12. All right, so I go there around 1. All right, and I walk in, and as I'm walking through, I'm looking for the police officer. I asked him for his name on the phone. So I'm asking, I'm looking for lieutenant or colonel. I don't know what their rankings are. This person, and they're guiding me where to go. Go to the left, first office on your left. As I'm walking, I see Mr. Abdullah.
You see him?
I see him sitting in a room somewhere in the corner. All right, at the corner of my eye, I see him. So, of course, when I first got the call, I knew it was related to the car. But I see him there. So I'm guessing this guy, when I received the call an hour ago, he was here. So this guy has been sitting here for over an hour waiting for me to show up.
Right.
So the first thing to wonder in my head is like, who's running those billions of dirhams? And this guy has nothing to do but sit here, all right, during the middle of the week on a working day, just to make a complaint because he doesn't want to pay 3,500 dirhams.
Yeah.
So anyways, the gentleman, the officer, takes me in a private office, very nice, couches and stuff like that. السلام عليكم وعليكم السلام اخوي اليسار شو المشكله فقلت ما انا I played I didn't.
So both of you are in the room?
No.
This is
just
you
me
alone?
and the officer
the lieutenant.
in a
One on
room.
one. He wants to hear your side.
Yeah, so it's like شو المشكله قلت له فانا I was like عفوا انت شو المشكله انتوا اتصلتوا فيه you called me. Okay, because he didn't tell me what the story is on the phone.
Play dumb.
Yeah.
Exactly. فهز لك في الاخ عبد الله تعرف كلمك بالنسبه عشان السياره قلت له الاخ عبد الله I knew it was him because I saw him. I explained to him, I told him this 1 2 3 this is what happened and he said okay, so what's the problem? I was like, he doesn't want to pay. Why he doesn't want to pay? I was like, I don't know, go ask him.
The police officer's like turning.
Yeah, I was like, why does he want to pay? He's like, I don't know, he doesn't want to pay. So he's like
I bet police officers over there deal with the dumbest fights.
Listen,
just
during this experience, I went several times to the police station. I've never been to that.
Several times?
Yeah, exactly.
For this?
Yeah, and I've seen.
Sounds like
I really have a new respect for them for what they do, because at least mine is a legitimate claim.
Black and white,
It's black, and it's two professionals. He at the end of the day, Mr. Abdullah, this guy, is a professional. He's not.
I mean, he's a millionaire. Come on, man.
I mean, regardless, but he's not. A housemaid fighting with a driver and they're coming to complain. He's not a taxi driver fighting with a taxi driver because they were fighting over the passenger, the customer. I've seen this stuff and I was like, oh my God, these guys have to deal with this all day.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there, my issue is, like Isra said, it's black and white. It's already obvious. There's two companies. There's a dispute over money. He wants to pay. He doesn't want to pay. That's it. But these persons, أنا كلمته هو قال لي حيوان وأنا كلمته هو قال لي don't park وأنا I parked first وأنا was and this officer sits there and he has to deal with all these issues.
Yeah.
You're almost like, oh my God, I can never do this. So they try to solve as many problems as they can, and they're very nice, to be honest. Throughout my experience, everyone has been polite. Everyone is very professional. They don't make you stand. They tell you, please have a seat. All right. The moment you sit, would you like something to drink? Would you like something? Sorry for making you wait. All the time. All the time. It's like you're in a hotel.
Oh man, I'm looking forward for my police call.
So anyways, this officer puts us together in one room and he's sitting there. He's like, okay, so you know each other, obviously.
Awkward.
Yes, exactly. So I was prepared because I knew what I'm gonna be facing. So I brought copies of all the documents that I have.
Fantastic.
So Ustaz Abdullah Elisar is here and he's saying that you owe him this much money because you are the one who canceled the car. Blah blah blah. Okay, and then so Abdullah started rambling on about أنا ما قلت له يشحنها. I was like, what? You didn't tell me to ship it? You delivered the car with the authorization letters.
How do I have the car?
Exactly. And you gave me the thumbs up and the what's up. Okay.
What's up to prove it?
Exactly. Actually, that came in very useful, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that came in very useful. and he's like, أنا شو بدريني إنه هاي الأوراق من وين جايبها? Yeah, so he started questioning the authenticity of the documents that I have. The officer looks at me. He's like, Elisar, so what do you have to say? You know, what's your response? Very obvious. This is the documents. This is what I paid. These are the official receipts. Listen, and I'm even willing to waive off the 500 dirham service charge. I just want to end this. It's a headache for me. It's a waste of my time. I'm a manager at a company. I'm wasting my time here in the middle of the week coming to the police station to discuss a few thousand dirhams. Okay, but I need to at least cover my cost. Let him pay whatever the official rates there and take his car. لا أنا بدفع 1200 dirham. So he's sitting there bargaining. Yeah, he just throws numbers. No. And he did mention earlier that أنا كلمت واحد صاحبي وقال لي بس 200 dirham. Until I don't know who صاحبك is, but this is what it is. And I showed the officer the documents. Anyway, the officer is like, listen, it seems like you guys are from, similar backgrounds, both Jordanian, all right, similar backgrounds, and you're all both respectable men. So how about we just reach an agreement that satisfies both? That's when I told him I'm willing to waive off my service fees, the 500 dirhams. Just pay me whatever, at cost.
Yeah.
Okay? Thank you very much. أستاذ إليسار مشكور ومش أخ عبد الله شو بالنسبة لك 1800. So he's like, he gave me a little push. I was like, oh my God. And he is the Nawari type. You know the Nawari type?
Talking.
Yeah. أنا قلت له شو هو حكى معي وشو يعني 1500 والسعر غالي وما بعرف شو. I was like, this not relevant to our issue. All right?
It's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. So, and I was, trying to hold a straight face and stay professional and keep quiet. Only talk when I'm being asked. Don't ramble on because it's just, I felt like I was dealing with, with all respect to, what's it called? The fish market or the fruits and vegetables market. But that's what it felt like. You go to fruits and vegetables market. Bandora, akhas, yalla, bandora badinar, all these things. This is what it felt like. I was dealing with a guy of not نص مليار درهم of شغل. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what it felt like. I was dealing with this kind of. So at the end, the officer looked at me and looked at him. He's like, listen, this is it's a commercial dispute. I cannot do anything here. You need to go to the economic department and they will resolve this issue. That's it. I cannot do anything here as a police officer. This is not a crime. Nobody's stealing from someone. Yeah. No one is hurting anybody. This is a financial dispute.
Yeah.
So you need to go to the economic department. They can have better ruling on who is fair and not fair. And worst case scenario, they'll go to court. قلت له خلاص أنا ما عندي مانع أسوي اللي بده إياه يروح يشتكي هو economic department. I was very pleased because I know lots of people in the economic department and they know our business very well. And everything I have is official. So for the officer, he's like, خلاص, thank you very much, شكرا وأتأسفين على وقتك وكذا زيك, and you can leave. So I was like, خلاص, fine. Well, I left. And this guy panics, like, what? What do you mean leave?
I'm on my car.
He's like, عبد الله اقعد انت اقعد. كيف? I left. And that was the end of the story, hoping this guy would come to his senses or to go to the economic department.
Yeah.
So wait, you're not putting him in jail?
Yes, exactly. I guess he was expecting, someone's going to put me in jail for it.
Because, he said he was going to make you give his car back.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Without a single dirham.
So several days later, I think it was a Friday, I get a call again from the police station.
Oh, dear God.
And they asked me to come down to the police station. And it's like, مش اليوم جمعة اليوم راحة يعني. إذا بدك يوم يعني, they were very, like I told you, very polite. فhe's like, if you want Saturday, are you working Saturday? قلت له, yes, I'm working Saturday. قال لي, can you come tomorrow Saturday? قلت له, I'll come tomorrow Saturday. I went on a Saturday at the agreed time. I get there. Oh, by the way, to tell you, before I went, because since he involved the police, I wanted to make sure everything is legal now. So now I sent him an official email, all right, telling him that I can no longer communicate with you because you are not the official owner of the car. Because you know, who's the official owner of the car? The niece. So please, if anybody wants to ask about the car, anybody wants anything about the car, anybody wants the car, tell the niece to contact us. Because as per traffic and Dubai rules and regulations, I cannot deal or hand over this car to anybody except to its true owner.
Damn.
Right? And the true owner is not even in Dubai. The girl's somewhere else. Correct, she's in Jordan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it was during a lockdown on Corona. She was there, so she couldn't come back. So they don't want to send the car to her. The car will stay here.
Okay.
So they were in trouble. It was like, shit, what are we going to do? We can't even go, and he can't even go make a complaint because who are you to make a complaint? You're not the owner of the car. You're not the one. Who are you? All right. So I get on a Saturday, I get to the police station and I got a new guy showing up. And I was like, who's the younger guy?
You like representative of the car?
Yeah, representative, not Abdullah, some other guy. Let's call him Jum'ah, whatever. I guess because they call me on a Jum'ah. All right, let's call him Jum'ah. Apparently, Jum'ah, I came to the conclusion that Jum'ah is the brother of the owner of the car, of the girl.
The brother of the girl.
A brother of the girl who just flew in from Jordan. And he has...
It's 23 degrees with fog. Tonight, the forecast is
Did it read?
partly cloudy.
You,
Did it
I
ask for
think.
weather?
I think you said "Hey Bixby" or something.
Juma.
Jum'ah.
Okay, so repeat that.
So, so I came to the conclusion when I went on Saturday. I found out there was a new guy there for claiming or making the complaint for the car, and I came to the conclusion, that apparently it's the girl's brother who just flew in, and he has an official وكالة. I don't know what's a wakala. Like
Agency.
Agency, like a full authorization, attested from court and from the
Like attorney of law or
power of attorney.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Power
called.
of
He has a full power of attorney to act on her behalf in regards to anything related to this car. So he's officially now the full legal person to discuss. I guess they had to do this after my email to them telling them I will no longer deal with anybody except the owner of the vehicle or the legal authorized person.
Yeah.
And this guy is young. This guy is about, I'd say 23, 24 years old, maybe 25 maximum.
Okay.
All right. And typical, Arab 23-year-old, شايف حاله, I guess. Whatever.
Well, his sister drives a Maybach. So.
I guess he gets the right to شوف حاله, to be honest with you. I would show off. So I get a new police officer, sits us in a room. I go through the whole story again. But this time they come up with a new scheme that they never told me to ship the car. We never authorized Elisar and his company to ship the car.
Okay.
So the police officer picks up a piece of paper and the authorization from the traffic department, which mentions there the name تشحن بواسطة شركة and our company name there.
Right.
And he's like, what is this?
Yeah.
This is a legal authorization from you for this company to ship the car. فهو like, لا هذا شيء روتيني يعني we always do this.
لا هاي ورا شو بدك ورا
فهذاك قال له الاوفيسر يعني ما في شيء اسمه روتيني. قال انتوا رحتوا مين عمل ورا هاي؟ مش رحتوا انتوا على الترافيك ديبارتمنت وعملتوا بس هاي وراي يعني هيك بتنعمل.
It's so slimy.
Yeah, what the
And I was like, oh my God. And whenever I get a question from the officer, for example, like, so when did he give you the car? All right. And I would say, he gave it to me, let's say, on this date. لا أنا ما أعطيته إياه. And like, he would keep interrupting me. Okay. And this guy is, like I said, 23, 24 years old. So I'm like, maybe 10, 15 years his senior.
You're ammo to him.
Exactly. All right. I don't look like it. We look the same age. But
Dream on, buddy.
All right, yes, up.
I guess that's why he felt it comfortable talking casually to me.
Yes, sir, that works with our listeners, not so much our viewers.
Oh shit, there's a camera. So
Check
so
us
he is
out on
very
YouTube.
rude. So he's very rude. Like he kept interrupting me, and to the point I told him, "Can you be quiet? I need to finish. I am talking to the police officer. You be quiet when I talk.
Ooh.
When it's your turn to talk, you talk. I don't interrupt you." I got pissed,
Yeah.
and I expected the police officer to say something, and the police officer said nothing because he knew I was right. So at the end of the day, I got fed up. I was like, "Listen, I don't have time to waste with this and you and on this car. You want the car? Come pick it up. You don't want the car? It will stay with me. That's it. End of story." I tell the police officer, "Do you want anything?" He's like, "No, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm leaving." And I left. And I left him, fumbling around. He's like, "What? Oh, where's my car?" Same like his uncle.
Runs in the family.
So I got sick of this thing. All right. So this was a Saturday. So I decide, in order to end this, all right, I'm gonna type in an official, what is it called, state of fact statement on our company letterhead and everything, stating everything what happened, how the process, how we took hold of the car, how we shipped it, how it was canceled, how everything like that. And I thought I would just go myself, volunteer, go to the police station and speak to the whoever's in charge and hand over the statement. So next time they decide to call me, no need to call me. You have my statement there. I can't just do this every week,
Whoa,
every week.
that's very professional of you.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
Let me just say one thing. I am learning so much about freight and
Yeah.
shipping and legality of it.
Seriously.
See, you need to know the law.
Yeah.
If you know the law, I was confident because I know the law. I know my rights. I know when I step over the lines, and I know when I shouldn't. And I know I'm within my rights. So I am, I'm walking in with full confidence. When I tell them, don't waste my time, don't call me anymore. If you want the car, come pick it up. If you don't want it, it's gonna stay with me. Until I get paid.
Yeah.
All right. And the police know that. That's why they couldn't do anything, because they said this guy is within his legal rights.
Knowing the law is really important. Also, as we learned from the previous episode, model from hell.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes. Carry on, Elisar.
All right. So I decided on a Thursday, I drew up this paper, and I'll drive myself to the police station. I asked for the person who was in charge, and I told him, "Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam, please have a seat, blah, blah, blah." Till he remembered, and he remembered. He's like, "Oh, يا أخي عوزتونا أنت والسيارة. أنت وهذا صاحب السيارة." يعني they remember, like everybody knows the story. It has,
That guy must have been driving them
I guess the
crazy.
guy's been there every day. All right. فI told him, بس I came to submit this statement. قال لي خلاص ولا يهمك، أعطيني الورقة وحطها بالملف وخلاص. فعلك طيب. All right. So I was like, good. Alhamdulillah, great. So as I'm leaving, my phone rings. All right. My phone rings. I was like, it's the police station.
Oh, God.
حتى I'm telling the officer, I was like, it's the station calling me. I was like, who's calling you? He's like, you with me? Who's calling you? I was like, I don't know. I was like, answer. I call. And he was like, الو اليسار وينك انت؟ قلت له انا عندكم هون. فقلت له مين معي؟ قال لي اسمي he told me his name, the officer. فقلت له اوكي. فقال لي who's calling؟ قلت له this person is calling. قال له this guy's office is just down the hall. فقال لي go see what he wants and let me know if you need anything. I was like, okay. I go there and I see Jum'a, the guy there.
Again?
He's sitting there. Yeah, again. I drove there by coincidence. I just drove by, and this guy's sitting there. Maybe he's there every day, or it's just very lucky that I get to see him.
It looks like they live there.
Dude.
So this police officer sits me down. He's like, "Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. Jum'a هون is making a complaint. أنت حاجز سيارته." قلت له أنا حاجز سيارته. Yes. قال لا تجيب السيارة الحين. قلت له, no, I'm not gonna bring the car now. قلت له أنا في لي فلوس. I need money. He owes me money. He needs to pay the money. Then he can take his car. فقال لي no, you give him the car and you go to court to take your money. I was like, no. He wants his car. He goes to court. I am not giving him my car. He's like, لا, this, I know they're trying to resolve the issue before it goes to court. The court has so many cases. They're trying to resolve the issue. They're trying to, either put pressure on me or put pressure on him or someone. Just end it. Let's just resolve it. It's not even worth taking this to court and getting a lawyer and going in front of a judge over something like that. So I tell the guy, I told him no. He needs to pay. Then I'll give him my car. All right.
Yeah.
And then I told him, it's just like when you take your car to the dealership. Don't you take your car to the dealership for service? You drop it off. And they tell you, your car is ready, sir. Please come and collect it. You go to collect it. What do they tell you? Tell you, please, can you please go to the cashier, pay this, and once you pay it, please bring the receipt, come back to collect your car.
Yeah.
Do they give you the car before you before you pay or before you get the receipt? No, they don't. This is the same thing. And the officer says, no, they'll give you the car. I was like, I don't know what dealership you go to, where they give you the
He's
car
really
before you
trying
pay.
this.
Okay, I don't know what dealership you go to. But I told him, I am sorry, with all due respect, but I'm not giving him the car if he doesn't pay. Fine. So this guy is like, "Khalas, I've had it enough." He's going to go to the top guy. So apparently he's like, please wait here. He goes upstairs. I guess the top guy in the police station. The number one. Numero uno. Big guy. 5 minutes later, I get another phone call from the police station. I know their numbers now. I was like, so I saved them. I was like, oh, it's a police station calling again. I'm sitting in the police station. He's like, Ustaz Elisar. I was like, yes, can you come upstairs to the عفوا مين معي? He told me his name. فقلت له وين مكتبك? I've been to so many offices. I've met so many people. You're new.
Want me to bring something on the way with you?
Yeah, exactly.
From the other room?
So he takes me to his office. I go, this is a fancy office now.
Oh, yeah.
This is, one of those royal presidential office with a big desk. And you got these nice leather couches. And you got the fancy water. And the patchy and the tamar and the coffee.
Patchy.
And, very nice. So
That's when you know.
It's for the big cases.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, we've hit the big time now. All right. And I see Jum'ah sitting there with him.
Oh, God. How does Jum'ah get around?
And I was like, oh my God, this is never going to end. I just want this to be over. It's my Thursday. I'm in a few hours. Weekend starts. I want this out of my head. And the guys, to be honest, I guess the higher the ranking, the more polite they are. Honestly. This guy is absolutely class. No, I'm trying to, not a sweet talking, but this guy is absolute class. Tfaddal, would you like anything to drink? Anything to eat? He gave me a bottle of water. Would you like coffee? I was like, no, thank you very much. Very polite guy. I explained to him my case. And the guy, Jum'ah, is sitting there. And then he looks over Jum'ah. He's like, pay the guy. He's like, why don't you just pay the guy?
Yeah.
And he's like, بس أنا ما قلتلوش حنا. قال له, كيف ما قلتلوش حنا? This is where the thumbs up comes in. I opened my phone and I told him, عفوا بس أنا شوف بعد ما حملت السيارة بعت له الصورة وهو عمل لي thumbs up. عارف كيف؟ فقال لي إيه والله صحيح. قال له أنت سويت لي thumbs up. قال يعني هي thumbs up يعني ما يشحنها.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
I swear to God. I was like,
Negotiation over the thumbs up.
This is how I say no. No, don't do it. Thumbs up.
Wait, you don't know thumbs up means don't? Like, no. What is it?
طبعا I get this dumb look on my face. I was like, and the police officer is like,
Come on.
was like, come on. What the hell are you talking about? To the point that the police officer told him, you know what? You should pay him an additional 500 dirhams on top of what he's done. For the headache of what you guys have caused this guy. All right?
Oh, yeah, you're loving it at this point.
Of course, I just sat back and now I'm gloating and I gave the officer the documents. He's like, yes, okay, everything seems fine, everything is official, everything seems okay. طبعا that guy, طبعا أول شيء أنا ما حكيتلوش عنها. بعدين his second excuse, I don't know if these documents are correct.
Yes. Yeah.
This is where the officer started. He wants to play by the law.
Yeah.
The officer is going by the law. He's like, okay, so you're doubting the validity of these documents. خلاص. If you want, leave these documents with me. All right. I have my friends and connections in Dubai economy and with the Dubai ports and customs. It will take me 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks to investigate until I send them these documents. They validate the truth of those documents. They are correct or not. And the amounts. And then they come back to me. And then maybe we can go to court after that. But during that time, the car stays with him. He can't. And that guy is like, what? He's like, well, I'm going to wait 3-4 weeks. He's like, or, pay the guy.
Yeah.
This is where you can tell, خلاص. This guy gave up. He was like, والله يا طويل العمر لو بدك بدفع له 10,000.
Oh
God,
my
he's so angry.
god.
I was like,
of the
listen,
earth.
this is what the officer shuts him down. It's like, the guy is not asking you for 10,000. The guy is asking you just for 3,500 and that's it. Okay? Don't give me that 10,000 dirham bullshit.
Yeah.
All right? He's like, I was like, yes. Like, you know what the guy says, like, بس ما معي غير 2,500.
Oh my
I
god.
swear to God.
Oh my god.
Hello, there's an ATM next door. Go get it.
Doesn't end. It doesn't end.
Yeah, he's like, I only have 2,500 dirhams on me. Fine, I looked at the officer. I told him, listen, I think this was around 2 o'clock by that time, 2 in the afternoon. So I was like, listen, our offices, we're working until 5. Our warehouse is open till 5. Let him go get the cash and we can hand over the car before 5. Ahla wa sahla. I was like, okay, salam alaikum, تامرنا بشي. You know, I sweet talk. The officer قلت له تشرفنا بمعرفتكم يعني واسفين على الازعاج وبلا بلا بلا. I was like, لا والله احنا اسفين على ازعاجك وكذا وكذا. Very, very polite guy. And I left. I went to the office and the guy is supposed to come and pick up the car. All right, so about an hour later, I got the reception people in my office. It's like, oh, there's a gentleman here, blah, blah, blah. It's Jum'ah, he wants to pick up his car. I was like, fine. Please tell him to wait, and I'll be down in a few minutes. This guy doesn't wait. He just rushes and comes upstairs to my office. So I tell him, you know, please go wait downstairs, you know, because we are Corona time now. You're not allowed to be inside the office. Leave, or I'm going to call Dubai municipality right now. Okay, so this guy leaves. Come on, I shut him down. He goes downstairs. I take the receipt. He gives me the money. I count the money as slowly as possible in front of him. And I was like, yeah, correct amount. He's like, شو يعني بتعد فيهم? I just want to make sure they're correct يعني. بس I'm just
Like rubbing it in his face.
yeah, exactly. I was like, وين السيارة؟ وين السيارة؟ أنا بدي أشوف السيارة. وين السيارة؟ So I was like, السيارة بالwarehouse. I was like, the guys, can you please open the warehouse? Let him check his car. Let him take his car. طبعا this يعني you can tell how childish.
Yeah.
And he was
في خدشة.
exactly. He was looking at the car. He's like, I was like,
Microscope.
oh, is there something wrong? No, it's okay. And he couldn't find because the car hasn't moved. And I don't know. He starts the car and sits in it for 10 minutes. I don't know why.
Just to like spite
He
you.
paid. I made him sign off that he received the car. I gave him the keys. He's sitting in his car. And 10 minutes, he's sitting in his car. I don't know what the hell is his problem. So I was like, I'm not going to put up this crap. I leave him. And I told the guys, just stay. Make sure he doesn't do anything. And I'm going back to my office. I go back to my office. And I can from the security cameras, I can see the car left the warehouse. I told him, just please shut down. He takes his car out, parks it outside our office, and comes back to the office. And then the reception calls me. He's like, oh, this guy wants to talk to you. But I was like, maybe he wants to end it on good terms or something.
You're giving him the benefit of the doubt, you know?
Unbelievable. So I go downstairs, and this guy is fuming. أنا حتصل بالشرطة. أنا هلا راح أشتكي عليكم. I was like, شو مشكلتك? What's... أنا هلا راح like, I don't know what he's shouting about. يعني he wants to call the police for what?
Yeah.
يعني what is the shakwa? I don't know. Maybe he's just pissed that I got the better of him and I got what I wanted at the end. He's just pissed.
The kid.
And he started shouting, أنا بورجيك, أنا بورجيك. I was like, so at the reception, you know, just like most, we have like at a mall or in a mosque, or you have a yellow line. Please do not cross that line.
Yeah.
We have that line in the office. For visitors, are not allowed to cross that line. All right. So this guy crossed the line. I saw him cross the line. Then I told him, step back before I call the police. And I told him, you know what? Never mind. Didn't you call the police? He was like, yes, I called the police. I was like, great. They're going to be here because you're stepping over the border تبع yellow line تبع Dubai municipality. أنا راح أورجيك. That's all you can do is call the police. I was like, this guy doesn't make any sense at all. I was like, he's got his car. I got my money. Almost 5 o'clock.
Just leave.
Just leave. يعني خلاص, I just, you know, when it's just stupid now, it's just, you're embarrassing yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, this is it. You know, you're a sore loser. Just leave. Leave with dignity. All right. You
Yeah.
lost. It's okay. Everybody, someone wins, someone loses. But you don't have to be a sore loser. This is what he is. He's a sore loser. And that's it. He stays there in the reception. I told him, listen, buddy, I don't have time to waste with you. I'm going back to work.
It's really the dignity thing. Like, just
Yeah.
have some dignity to just call
I
it
think
off.
it's
finish
an
it
Arab thing. Nobody likes to, you know, you have to leave on a high. He wants to leave with the
Upper
last
hand.
word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
He
last
needs
word.
to have the last word.
the last
Yeah.
word. Yes.
So, man,
Oh, you got a cough there. Yes.
Yeah. You got something stuck in your throat?
I think it's the popcorn.
Oh man, the popcorn's so good.
And this guy is pissed in the reception for no reason. He wants to call the police. Don't know why. We were just at the police station. We spent there a week. Like, you're going to call these guys to come over? Come on. And that's it. He sits in the reception. I told him, listen, I don't have time to my waste. I go back to my office. And I'm looking through the security screen, security cameras. He's just pacing in the reception. Pacing, pissed, angry.
Ego.
You know, like that. I guess maybe it took him about 10, 15 minutes to realize how stupid he looks. And just he opened the door and left.
He took the car and left.
And that's it. And I never saw him after that.